Hey guys, Kevin here with the MixCoach. I have been doing a lot of production and pre-production here lately where people will send me like an acoustic guitar demo or a vocal demo, and then what I'll do is I'll put a track with it. I'll program drums, play some guitars, and sing background vocals, that sort of thing, get it ready for them to come in and actually sing. So I'm doing, I think, a pretty cool thing that I would like for you guys to know about, and that is I'm actually taking their demo that was cut without a click, and I'm actually putting it on the grid. On the grid meaning that bars and beats line up. That will give me the advantage of being able to mute that track or go back and reference it for like how they phrased a certain word, and even allow me to put it on the grid and actually take out 2 bars here or add 2 bars here at the end. And it's a good way to do pre-production when you do it. So I was going to show you today how to make a track line up with bars and beats even though it wasn't cut with a click. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you want to do is either import your song, or I've actually played a guitar part here that I'm going to put on the beat. I didn't do it with a click, but I'm going, by the time we get through, even though there may be some artifacts, it will be definitely on the grid. Now, a couple things you want to keep into account is that you want to create your session in the bit rate, sample rate that you want it to end up, because this is the way it'll be. So when you import this, it will actually convert this to your sample rate. And the next thing we're going to do is just make sure that this conductor guy is on. So when the conductor guy is on, this is in Pro Tools now. If you're working in another DAW, there's another function for this. Just find it and you'll be good. But turn the conductor on, and then highlight the tempo here. And what we're going to do is we're going to tap the tempo in. We're going to get roughly the tempo that we need in. So here we go. And then once I get something kind of locked in, I'll just hit enter. So we're hovering around 89 beats per minute. So we're there with 89 beats a minute, and that's where we're going to start. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a click track. Now you can do that in Pro Tools by going to track and then create click track. It's on another screen, but just trust me. Create a click track and then add this, and then on Pro Tools you can actually hit the number 7 on your keypad, and if you notice right there, it turns the click track on and off. So I'm going to be going in and out with the click track so that you can see and I can hear what's going on. Okay, so I want there to be 2 bars of click before the song actually comes in. So let's map that out. You can actually see here, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. I want the song to start on 3. So I'm just going to drag this over to where the beginning of the song is on 3. So now I'm going to turn on the warp mode on this track, and that is here. I'm going to go to polyphonic because there are multiple strings playing, and if it were bass, I'd probably go to monophonic. If it were drums, I'd probably do rhythmic. But this is polyphonic here. Okay, so now that we have warp mode turned on, I want to do one more thing. Let's go up here to waveform and go to warp, where we can actually see where the warp markers are. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually mark this one. I'm going to hold Control and click on this, and then if you zoom in, you can see that you can actually move where this actually falls on the downbeat. So we're kind of pinning the front so that the front doesn't change tempos when we do this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to start counting bars. So there's bar 3, bar 4, bar 5, bar 6, bar 7. Now this guy right here is bar 7. You can do this on every bar if you want to, but I feel like it goes faster if you count 4, 5, 6, 10 bars, and that way, and then just clean up what's in the middle, because it's going to drift in the middle, but you're going to know how many bars that are passing by, and you're going to be able to line it up a little quicker this way. So now that we know that that is bar 7, let's zoom into it and let's pull it to 7. So I want to go to grid mode because I don't want to have to zoom in too much. So we're going to go to grid mode, and I'm going to actually just pull that. When it turns into the double arrow, I'm just going to pull it to 7. So now let's count one more, and then I'll show you what it sounds like with a click. So there's bar 7, bar 8, bar 9, 10, 11. So let's go there. So there's 11. So you can tell that by tapping in the tempo and getting what we've got, as far as marking the bars, it's kind of getting us accurate. Now, just for fun, I'm going to go all the way to the end, and I'm going to see how far we are off. So 17, 18. Okay, so that one right there, let's just for fun, let's see if this works. So we're going to pull this over to 18 now, okay? Let's just check in the middle and see if we're pretty close. Yeah, okay, it sounds like it is. So there's bar 14, 15, 16. Now, as you can see, it's lining up pretty well in the middle. So the next time someone sends you a track, either from the 80s where they didn't really live and die by the click track like we do these days, or maybe they were just doing a work tape where they were just kind of singing their song, and you need to line it up with a grid, now you know how to, okay? Hey, if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe to the channel, and every Tuesday I create new content. Hopefully it'll be helpful to you. I've got a workshop for you at mixcoach.com/workshop. I'd love it if you'd come along. I share 5 of my best mixing tips. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out, okay? That's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.